The icon.
Welcome to TipMe, a fast, convenient, and reliable mobile money app. With just a few easy clicks, you can make transactions right from your mobile phone. You can buy airtime, send and receive money locally, receive money from abroad, shop at your local supermarkets, or pay your hotel, restaurant, medical, utility, and other bills. Simply download the TipMe app from your Play Store or App Store. Sign up and you are ready to go. Go cashless with TipMe and keep your wallet safe.
This is my favorite spot. More chicken. The food is nice. It's finger licking. This is my favorite spot. More chicken. The food is nice. It's finger licking. I do anything for you, baby. I do anything for you, Don't worry about love no more. I'm giving my heart and soul to you, baby, oh, yeah. I'm gonna keep you my love, and I just know that.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the next big thing happening in Liberia. The icon. The icon. The icon.
It's easy to look at someone and judge them.
Even if you're just a gospel singer,
You can be the best at your school.
If even your lines are so powerful that your friends, your families, and even your well-wishers shower you with all the praises and accolades,
Even if you're the best singer in your office or your workplace,
Those are not what matter to us, except for your voice, your character, and your story.
We coach you.
We will mentor you.
What amazing superstar.
The icon. The icon. The icon. The icon.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to The Icon, another edition on this Sunday. And as we all know, The Icon is an annual event that showcases, looks for, and shines light on Liberia's unseen and unnoticed talents in music and poetry for investment opportunities. So we've come a long way in the competition, and today we'll be having poetry and music, of course, because those are the two categories. We're going to have the contestants performing together, so it's going to be a group performance. And right after the group performance, two contestants were eliminated or evicted last Sunday, Mardea and Splash. So today there's going to be a comeback, and they're going to choose one contestant who's in the house, anyone, we have no idea, and battle against them. That's the comeback competition or challenge. So just sit back and enjoy. As always, contestants, you're welcome on stage. I'm Ellen Reeves, your official host for the Icon Season 2.0.
In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. Oh, 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 oh. I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna win. I'm a survivor. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna survive. Keep on surviving. I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna stop. Keep on surviving. I'm a survivor. I'm gonna make it. I will survive. Keep on surviving.
I'm a survivor. I'm gonna make it. I will survive. Keep on surviving. I'm a survivor. I'm gonna make it. I will survive. Keep on surviving. I'm a survivor. I'm gonna make it. I will survive. I'm not gonna stop. I'm a survivor. I'm gonna make it. I will survive. Keep on surviving.
All right, wonderful performance right there by our contestants. All right, we'll go straight to our spoken word category. And the first on the list performing is contestant Christiana. Please put your hands together for contestant Christiana.
Written on the skin of Africans. You cannot take away from me what is already in my veins. Oh, my dear African society, don't you know that it's your sad pieces and breaking veins that always keep the white men coming back for more? From as early as the age of discovery, when the white men met your women fully dressed in beautiful Congoras and Ankaras, in your land where gold and diamonds spread out like toys for little children to play, they envied you and called you uncivilized. For years, the European tried to wrap her hands around the wealth of Africa. He used brutal massacre as well as the betrayal of African chiefs and trust. Oh, oh my Africa. See, my African society, they call you dark, but it was in the darkness of the night they disguised themselves in the camouflage of friends and caregivers as they planted the seed of hatred in your land and encouraged Africans to wage war against each other instead of building peaceful link. But see, Africa, the soil of Africa could never allow the betrayal and the hate and the avarice of those white men to steal your glory. So she resisted. She resisted with merciless sandstorms, bombs. She resisted against them, oh my Africa. She resisted with ocean waves, and she signed treaties with the sun to send her treaties at them. But oh my Africa, it was you. It was you, my Africa. It was you who handed them palm branches from the stream of the river Nile to cool their temperature. It was you who handed them branches to sit on to forget their misery. It was you who opened your legs for this white man who wanted nothing from you but bodily pleasure. See, Mama Africa resisted with mosquitoes. She resisted with everything she could, but you accepted him. This man who lied about our story and rewrote our history with nothing but lies. He called you dark, but it was in the darkness of the night he disguised himself as your friends. See, he lied about your history and said that you live in mud houses, but your classical Sundanu Sahelian style of the West African Empire of Ugalu and the great sandstone structure of Zimbabwe, along with the beautiful pyramid crafted by your hand, Africa. You were the creator of pyramids. He called you dark. He said that you were illiterate and they know how to read and write, but Africa, your proto-Sundanu strip that dates back way 5,000 BC, along with your Bassa, Fa, and Gil strip, where the inspiration behind their alphabets and handwritings, oh my African society. He said you saw your brothers and sisters, but Africa alone is a home to 1,000 and more of different people with different ethnic groups and different languages. So no one who identified with themselves sold each other. But see, after the many perpetuated lies and conspiracies about your history, one can still stand on the peak of Mount Kilimanjaro to see the hips of Africa and her west that feeds the world with essential nutrition like gold and diamonds. Yo, they say the beautiful ones are not yet born, but Mama Africa say that the most beautiful places on earth are not yet to be seen. They still lie within her womb as she nourishes them with gold, diamond, ivory, and the fineness of copper. But oh, she cannot birth of a child in her womb. Her brothers and sisters stand and wage war against each other. So she encourages them to listen to the voice of their brother Kwame Nkrumah, who said, "We face neither east nor west. We face forward." Oh, Africa, it is time for us to face forward from the clutches of excuses, hatred, and greed that continue to keep Africa down. It is time for us to look forward to an Africa that we all can be proud of. Africa, yeah, the voice of your mama. Yeah, the voice of your mama. Amanda Awetu. Amanda Awetu. Amanda Awetu. We shall rise, Africa, period.
Hello, Christiana.
Hello.
How do you feel?
I feel okay.
Thank you for your piece.
Thank you.
In your own words, what would you say is the final message that you want us to get from that piece?
Well, it's about the African society and the many conspiracies and lies told about Africa. But Africa is like, Africa can still make it if we put ourselves together.
Interesting. The piece itself, the content was pretty good. I feel like there were places where you could have been a little bit more poetic in your diction.
Okay.
And at certain points, I felt like your breath was a little bit out of control because you were fighting to say some words and it was running into other parts of your piece. And furthermore, I'd like to say thank you for being a little bit more composed today. I see there's not too much of the swaying that we have been talking about, so that's good. But I would encourage you that when you are doing your presentations, you understand there are parts where you should be able to stress and other parts that will not need the same amount of stress. Because there are certain parts of your piece that you want us to pay keen attention to and other parts that are just there for connecting. So you can take that into consideration and watch your pronunciation. There were some words that were not pronounced correctly. But nevertheless, thank you.
Thank you.
Please put your hands together for contestant Dixon, who is going to be performing a piece still in the spoken word and poetry category.
In recent days, I have learned that you don't have to watch Blade before you can see vampires. Vampires are not only those with long kind knives sucking our blood. They are also well-dressed, seated in offices with reputable jobs. They hide in plain sight that we cannot see them. You see, since Mar Ellen said that corruption is a vampire, I in every way have tried to trace its identity. But like the missing 16 billion, it has erased every trace. Corruption. If you are a man, you will show your face, turning our mothers into beggars and convincing our fathers to place their salaries in the rape bank. Corruption. Are you a politician? Because what I see in the House of Parliament these days are hungry lions preying on innocent people just to feed their pride. Are you a pastor? Because I just saw a father of the year given to a rich dad who was caught cheating and has not been to service for several Sundays. Are you a banker? Well-dressed, seated in the bank like a guard at heaven's gate who have brought the protocol of Jesus in the bank, that the first shall be last and the last shall be first. Are you a doctor? Because you have injected in the minds of my brothers, sisters, uncles, and relatives a drug that makes them believe that this land is an elephant meat and anybody can cut his own piece and leave. You see, the virus you have infected our minds with can be healed by teaching honesty in our homes. And we can beat this monster called corruption by throwing punches of integrity on him like Emmanuel Tulu did with the 50K. And after he falls, we will burn his bone like we did with the arms used during the civil wars. You see, this monster called corruption is no match to us if we stand as one nation, indivisible, and with one voice, we will be invincible. This monster called corruption is sucking the blood out of our mother. So today, I stand very tall to pledge my support to end corruption. Wait, I'm hearing voices in your mind saying, like I met a guy on a keke yesterday while practicing my piece, and he told me that corruption can never be ended, but minimized. You see, instead of having this mindset of minimization or eradication, instead of having this mindset of minimization, is the first step to corruption. So today, think. What you think might be what you become. Thank you.
Hello, Dixon.
Hello, Joshua.
After a performance today and thinking about what happened last week, how do you feel?
I think I feel good.
Are you more familiar with your piece this week than you were last week?
It's almost, yes, I'm kind of familiar with my piece this week.
How long did you have to practice?
I practiced the same time as last week, Wednesday.
So what changed?
I think last week I had my own problems because I was more concerned with certain things in my piece. And this week, I think I worked on that thing and it didn't carry me back to mixing my lines like I did last week.
Okay. But I still don't feel like you are totally familiarized with the entire piece, especially given the fact that there were certain lines that you had to repeat in order to know where you had to go next. And I think you did that more than once. So I mean, from the beginning of this competition, I've never really seen you struggle to know your pieces. But within the past 2 weeks, I'm beginning to see those cracks. Maybe this week isn't as bad as it was last week, but it's still there, you know? And it would be better that even if you didn't know your piece to the best of your ability, we don't have to know that you don't know your piece. Because when we get to know, it takes away from the performance and it reduces your own scores. So I don't know, whatever you were doing first that was making you to be accustomed to your pieces, you know, with the exception of last week and maybe this week, go back to doing that, right? And secondly, the breaks in your pieces, I felt like at a certain point in time, they were a little bit too many and too long, and it interrupted with the flow of the piece. Okay. You know, there are certain parts where the breaks were necessary, yes, but there were other parts where I felt like you needed not to take breaks over there. Instead, you should have just flowed. But you can work on that. But the most important thing is to be familiarized with your piece, to know your piece. Okay. And even if you miss lines in your piece and certain lines don't come out, you should have the confidence to, you know, improvise and make sure that we don't know that you missed your piece. Thank you.
Thank you.
Still in the spoken word and poetry category, our next contestant to be performing a piece is contestant Ted. Please put your hands together for Ted.
Last night, my home opened arms to two of my cousins on vacation from America. And like in a normal cousins conversation, we talked about our favorite clubs, the exploits of Chelsea and the slumber of Barcelona. Cracked jokes about the times when our ages were single digit, days when we would glue our hands to the dirt playing star ball or the marble game. We laughed at how we would only play football on Sundays when our parents cooked beans or pound butter. But not too long did it take before Koki asked a question that would go on to change the entire conversation. He said, "Bro, how's Liberia been? How's the livelihood of Liberians?" I wore a smile, then shook my head, nodding no. Then for reassurance, asked him, "Do you really want to know?" Nodding affirmative, he said, "Yeah." So my lips separated and these words spilled out from my mouth. In England, no animal above the age of 1 knows the meaning of happiness or leisure. Words of old Major in the fable Animals Farm. But in Liberia, no child above the age of 1 knows the meaning of happiness or leisure. For instead of studying, they are selling. Instead of being schooled, our kids are being screwed. In every street, in every slum, on the broad highways between cars, their lives at risk. And when they step on these streets, the threat from their parents ring annoying bells in their ears. When I'm not finished, don't come back home. They're also on the rock field, on the rock hills, a sure bet they too have their hammers cracking rocks, but are yet unable to crack the chain holding them captives. I told him in Liberia, the most popular occupation for most of the population is far unlike the ones in America. No, it's not healthcare professional. No, not web developer. The most popular occupation here is Orange Mini, Lone Star Mini. Orange data, Lone Star data. Recharge your phone. For, like Lucini said, the effect of the policies made on the hills of the capital is yet to water down to the dry alleys, helping the people most in need. And so, since we can't die neither live in this struggling society to survive, we all catch at a straw just to start our day. I told my cousin the security system is in two hands, the LNP and the LNZ, Liberia National Police and Liberia National Zogo. The LNP stays on duty during the day, while during the dark hours, the LNZ takes charge. And since you're addicted to going out and taking pictures, I think it's wise that I deliver a message that Bofati has for you. The screen and get no rule, so just be careful here.
One, two. Hello, Joshua.
Hello, DeQuincy.
It's great seeing you today doing your thing. I'm a lover of storytelling, and I think you told a story from the beginning to the end. But spoken word poetry is more about performance. So you can have the good content, but you have to act the content you actually have. So I think you need to work on your performance, and as well as to ensure that whatever you say on the stage reflects what you say. But thank you so much. I like the words in the piece. I like the story in the piece, and I like how you carry us through from the beginning to the middle and to the end. Best of luck.
I appreciate it.
Hello, Josh.
Hello, Austin.
How are you?
Yeah, all right.
How do you feel about your performance today?
All right.
Just all right.
I'm all right, Austin. All right.
One question. That pause you had at the beginning of your piece, somewhere at the beginning, was it intentional?
Yeah, the break to repeat or come.
It was intentional.
Yeah, to come out with more force.
Interesting. Like DeQuincy said, the story was very interesting. I like how you were able to make your content very relatable to everybody here. I mean, we all understand who Zogos are. And some of the analogies you used were very good, content-wise. But again, it comes back down to performance. Relative to your performance, I think you still haven't clearly mastered the use of your gestures yet. They have improved a little bit, but I'm still seeing some of the same old things being repeated. And I don't know what you're going to do, but whatever that's necessary for you to actually diversify your gestures and know how to use them, you need to do it, right? And relative, again, to your voice, there are parts in that piece where if you had used a little bit more energy, a little bit more zest, it would have actually brought the piece to life. Because there were excellent lines, but lines being excellent is not enough. How you say those lines matter. But thank you for your presentation, and work on what I told you.
I appreciate it, thanks.
That was Ted, and we're still in the spoken word and poetry category. Next performing is contestant Dixie.
Today's people. Hypocrisy flows through our veins, pumping our hearts to hate. In fact, we sit on pedestals of hate, thinking we have on us crowns of the great, not realizing that we are heads of states of destruction, leaving discord in every path we tread. We continuously play tit-a-toe with people's feelings, like the game of Tupi. We lure them in with laughter, and it all ends in cryings. Today's people. How do we present ourselves on social outlets as positive vessels, but behind those pictures, captioned with scriptures, are snake-like creatures pretending to be sweet treasures, to be accepted and loved? Why all that pressure? Today's people. I thought we agreed to go green to save planet Earth, but it's like we're going black from our carelessness, our evil acts, and we're killing each other. We don't even care about global warming. The only warming that's important to us is the one that happens under heavy rains, in dark rooms filled with fornication, and the absence of commitments to each other. Today's people. We see pictures of couples online and we scream in excitement. Goals. I wish that was me. But we put holes in the roofs of people's homes, consummating marriages we never signed certificates for. It baffles me how we've forgotten the golden rule and we've placed potholes on each other's roads to success, making us to have little or no access to growth, and we only possess dreams that we might never get the chance to address. Today's people. You see, we throw more shades than opportunities. We leave each other hanging. We never ever give each other, the opportunities to grow. And we feel like once we block the sun, we only block it for one person, but we block it for us all. And we are left with the penalties. Today's people. We create chaos, cause calamities in a world that's constantly craving crystal clear peace. It breaks me. Today's people. We validate and label each other. Who made us Judge Judy's? We tell each other what or what not to wear. Who made us fashion police? Making up rules we ourselves fail to follow. Who made us 21st century Pharisees? Today's people. I stand here today enraged of how we've forgotten to look at the man in the mirror and realize that the change we want to see begins with us. So I tell you, to end this toxic cycle, we have to know and realize that the change we want to see, it begins with you. It starts in you. Yes, you. And also me. Thank you.
Hello, Dixie.
Good afternoon, sir.
How do you feel?
Like I want to sit down.
Are you satisfied with your performance today?
Not necessarily.
Why not?
I don't know.
Do you think there was something missing?
Probably less breaks.
Interesting. I was about to say the same thing.
Okay.
I thought that the breaks between stanzas was a little bit too long.
Yes, it was.
So it made it seem like you're just reading partition by partition. It wasn't like a fully connected piece.
I feel you.
And I'm glad you were able to see that for yourself.
I did.
But nevertheless, the story itself was a really good story.
Thank you, sir.
I like how you were able to clearly articulate what you wanted to say, and the little bit of, familiarization that you have with your piece is good.
Thank you, sir.
But not just the breaks. There were parts in the piece where the energy you used could have been kept. Okay. Instead of breaking and lowering that energy, you could have maintained that consistency. But nevertheless, work on those breaks and improve your gestures.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Still in the spoken word and poetry category, please welcome on stage contestant Joyce.
When I die, tell my mom not to cry. Tell her I apologize for leaving her so early. Tell my friends to dress in white and not black, for I wish to be remembered as a light in this world that is so dark. When I die, tell my friends not to cry. Give them a smile to wear. Tell them society killed me with her words, for words are poison, and it is all she fed me daily. I was labored, flawed, ugly, not good enough, and undeserving of love. When I die, tell my friends to quote my words that impacted their lives. Write my words on the cover of my casket, for in death, I don't want to be judged. For my life now is an open book. And in death, don't you dare judge this book by its cover. When I die, please tell my friends to keep the flowers for those alive. What has the dead got to do with flowers? Why I live, a rose I was, but never watered till I withered and dried out. Please give the boy I love an Oxford dictionary and a pair of glasses so he can define the word here. Let him know that loving him almost made me forget my suicidal thoughts. But oh, how he killed me inside 1,000 times, yet I still managed to breathe for him. But I'm tired. I'm tired living a two-faced life. I'm tired being told what to eat, how to eat, or when to move my feet. When I die, give society the opportunity to do a tribute to me. Let her say all the nicest things. Those things she never said when I was alive. When I die, know that society forced me into living this two-faced life, hiding behind the fabricated mask called a smile, but wishing to just disappear into the sadness of my inner frown. When I die, know that I don't want to fade away. Let my memories not fade away from the minds of people who love me and those I loved. For now, I just want to be remembered. When I die, know that I have suffered the troubles society chose at me. I have battled the abuse, the oppression, the depression, the rejection, the pain, the agony. When I die, let me not fade away. When I die, let this not be the end of me. I want to be remembered when I die. Let the pain and the sorrows end. For why I live now, I'm dead. But in life, I believe I will live again. So society, please, do not cry for me. For now, I just want to be loved and not judged.
Hello, Joyce.
Hi, Joshua.
How do you feel?
I don't know.
How do you feel about your performance?
I think it's good. It was good. It is good.
What are some of the things about it that you liked?
The fact that I controlled my energy.
And?
That's all I know.
I thought your piece was very moving. It was really deep. It's a vulnerable piece. Do you like being vulnerable?
I mean, sometimes we just have to do the things we don't like.
That's a nice answer. Like you said, you controlled your energy. I thought that you were clearly able to emote the piece. I mean, it's not a piece that called for a lot of energy, but it's a piece that calls for a lot of emotion and a lot of vulnerability, and you were clearly able to do that. And I actually think it's one of your best performances yet on this stage. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Hello, Joyce. Hello.
Hi.
I usually say language when I listen to good poetry. So, language. I think your piece was really deep, and you communicated that through your performance. Your mood suit the words you spill out, and I just hope that you can actually use your poetry as well to heal and be powerful in your spirit. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for our very, very talented contestants. All right, so right now they're in the hot seat because, as I said, we're about to have the comeback challenge by two of the evicted contestants from last Sunday, Mardea and Splash. Please put your hands together for Mardea and Splash. And just to say, we have no idea who they're going to choose to challenge. They're going to choose one of these contestants challenge them, and the judges are going to decide based on the competition and the challenge who is going to remain in the seat, whether the person is going to remain or whether the already evicted contestant is going to take their place in the competition. So if you see them smiling halfway, it's because their heart is not in the normal place it's supposed to be right now. All right. So today is going to be based on the judges' decision and also the performance. So I think everybody should put themselves in the performance. All right. Splash and Mardea, welcome to the stage. And the first person to be performing is Mardea. Please put your hands together.
How are you, Mardea?
I'm okay.
Who are you challenging?
Willie Harmon.
Okay.
Okay. String songs, string songs, string songs, string songs.
I try to talk to my guitar, talk to my imagination, confiding into alcohol. I tried and tried and tried some more, to secrets till my voice was told. I'm tired of empty conversation, 'cause no one hears me anymore. I want to make stories and I want to make a song. I feel stupid when I sing. Nobody listening to me.
understand me anyway. Oh, 100 million stories, 100 million songs. I feel stupid when I sing. Nobody listening to me. Nobody listening. I talk to shooting stars, but they always get me wrong. I feel stupid when I pray. What the hell am I praying anyway? If nobody listening.
I feel like the entire competition should be like this, man. Like, what? What? What?
So Mardea said you made a challenge, and that was a challenge, very outmoded. And I've heard you sing a lot of songs, but tonight the emotion that came out of it, I always like to say, you were not just heard, you were felt.
I did. I felt it.
Yes. And that transposition, the point, the key change. I heard the original song. I've heard the original song, and that key change for you to just transition was awesome, very awesome. And taking it away for you, you've struggled with this mic, but I think you did the right thing to allow the mic to stay where it was, and you just did it exactly what you did.
Preach,
and
preach. Preach, we're gonna go right on.
Yes, and Willie, you a horse? You sick? Yeah. Seriously, I think Mardea kind of got the best out of you tonight. Yeah, she kind of. Yeah, stuck on the way. I got a lot of things to say, but you weren't at your best. And not that you can sing, yes you can, but then the voice, and you say you're sick and all that, so probably. But I think if I had to wait, the both of you, Mardea stands tall.
Okay. Are you done, sir?
Sure, go.
Both of you, I think today is like the best I've heard both of you sing, personally, right? Both of you. I don't know what's happening with you, Willie, but you sang. You sang the song. And as you were singing, I told Margaret, I think if the entire competition was like this, somebody gunning for your head, you will sing. Because a lot of times you guys have been playing up here because you have votes, you can sing. But if you know that somebody's coming for your spot, you'll sing. And that's what you did. You know, so both of you really sang. Mardea. No, okay, well, let me talk to Willie. So Willie, yeah, you sang the song, you gave me emotions. I enjoyed everything until your voice got tired. I enjoyed everything. The way you showed the song, the way the energy you exuded on the stage, your voice, your notes, everything was okay until your voice got tired. And then I noticed that you were tired. So even if falsetto was not as strong as it should have been, the notes started cracking, and that was all the way to the end. So that happens sometimes, but you did amazing. Let me be honest, okay? And I hope that you feel better. And I think we've talked already on how you get your voice not to be tired. There's a lot of voice training and stamina, and so let's keep doing that. You can already sing, and you know that. So amazing performance, Mardea. Shucks. First of all, is the dress for me?
A dress.
What? That blue dress is a dress for challenge.
Yeah.
You know, you show up and showed out.
Yeah, showed out.
Yes, you said I'm coming for this spot. If you beat me, but I'm gonna give it everything, right? And to see you come a Sunday after you were evicted to perform like this, you showed me that you really want this. You know, your performance was impeccable. It was perfect in all forms, all fashions, all manners. Thank you for gracing the stage tonight. When you were singing, Casey and Margaret was showing me the goosebumps. I couldn't show my own the play of feeling it. Yeah. Maybe it was on my shirt. Let's not. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. It's not. But amazing performance. Thank you so much for gracing the stage. We will judge and the scores will select.
Yeah,
okay.
you
But both
raised
of you, I enjoyed you.
For the next season,
Would
we
you?
have to do more of this.
I tell you.
More the challenge, right?
Yo.
It's really bringing your own.
Oui.
Okay, so you are actually seeing the seriousness of this. Like, okay, somebody is coming from my seat, so I have to put in everything, and that is what you guys did here tonight. I can't wait to see the next performance, because this one is like, okay, I'm done for the night.
Yo.
Yeah, I can go home now. Okay, Mardea, this is your best performance, because there were no faults. I didn't hear any fake notes. I mean, just flawless. Just flawless. Yeah.
Seamlessly flawless.
I got goosebumps.
I tell you.
It's hard to get goosebumps, you know? Yeah, and you give me that, the chill.
Let me get you lay breeze.
It's hot. It's And Willie, yes, she really took something out of you. You know? Like I said, we need more of this. You know that when you get up on this stage, you know what you're supposed to do. But most of the time you can lean back, like, okay, I'll still be here next week, or I still have votes. But when this is happening, the seriousness shows, and that is, like he said, it was way at the end of the performance when the voice got weak. Then it started to trip. So you guys, mwah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
KZW.
What did I say again, man? Mother 8, she saw me in China, she washed the pot and put it carry back.
Clean.
Yeah.
She just wiped everything.
That did it, yeah.
Wash the pot and carry back. So when you're a stranger, you enter the house, you know, say no food there for you.
No. Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I would just be honest with you. I'm sorry. She ate you. Because this is a competition. It was a direct competition between the both of you.
Yeah.
And for this song, bro, she ate you. And I think she carrying a spoon.
What a fool with it.
Yeah, bro.
Carried a spoon.
Yeah.
It's on me, Indonesia.
I'm still vexed. You sang the boy's mind like that.
Yeah, I'm still, yeah.
And you can sing that.
Maybe she should sing a song for, like, to make up for that.
Yeah.
Or think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. What's the key of her song? D. B major. And what's his? G. Wow.
And he went to A.
On the A.
Okay. So that's okay. Because I noticed the key change. It was large. Still, your voice got tired, bro. I understand. There's a competition, and I wish you speedy recovery.
Yeah.
I really wish you speedy recovery, and this is the beauty of competition. It was a battle, and we'll know who will go through, bro.
Thank you. Yeah, if we have 4 more people to challenge, certain people say that I'm going to challenge. Certain people, they know that say. Somebody come for your spot. What the host? Call the next thing. Like, oh yeah, whoa.
All right, wonderful performances right there by our contestants. Next, we don't know who she's going to pick for the challenge. Please put your hands together for our contestant, Splash.
Splash. So no more we're going to rain start falling. No more brother. Who are you challenging, please?
Eh?
Bobby.
Bob.
Oh, Yoti. Oh, Bobby. Great.
I'll show you everything. You don't know that?
But wait, all the other ones will not sing today. So, give it to us, Splash.
I'll be doing Earn It by Weekend. Earn It. You make it look like it's magic, oh yeah. 'Cause I see nobody but you. I'm never confused. Hey, I'm so used to being used. So I love when you go unexpected. So yeah.
Splash.
Yeah.
Don't do it to me. Don't do it to nobody. What happened?
You want to go again? You want to start again?
What happened? What happened
I
first?
think you're happy. But how can you start
What happened
something?
there, Chef? Tell me what happened. And you tell me what happened. You know what happened? Splash.
How can you start something so right?
I want to ask one question.
Yeah, why?
You want for Bobby to sing first?
No, I can
Okay.
sing.
Okay, Splash, you have one more shot
Alright,
to come for that spot. And that's all you get.
alright.
So,
Hold up. Side up, what you say? You want to strap the key?
Yeah,
So what? What are we in now?
there's no.
Nah, I think it's unprofessional.
Let's not do it.
Like it's magic. Yes. You make it look like it's magic. Oh yeah. 'Cause I see nobody but you. I'm never confused. Hey, I'm so used to being used. So now,
Okay. All right. Did you practice this song? Splash.
Yeah.
Please take a seat. Bobby.
oh, that Bobby.
Bob T. Hear you.
Bobby, why you
Listen.
not listening? Yeah, call your name. Oh,
Defend your seat.
defend. Oh,
I want to see.
You make it look like it's magic. I see nobody but you. I'm never confused. Oh, I'm so used to being used. So I love when you go unexpected. 'Cause I hate when the moon is expected. So I'm a cat for you. I'm a cat for you. Hey, 'cause girl, you're perfect. You got On that lonely night, you said it would be love, but we felt the rush. You said it would be love, but we felt the buzz. Convinced we were broken inside. You always perfect. You deserve it. The way you work it. 'Cause girl, you earn it. Girl, you earn
You still want to come back?
No, but
Who's there now?
Casey,
Who's there now?
Casey, what are you doing?
Go ahead.
You make it look like magic, oh yeah. 'Cause I see nobody but you. I'm never confused. Hey, I'm so used to being you. So where you go, unexpected. 'Cause I hate when the moment is expected. I'ma care for you. And I'ma care for you. Yeah. So boy, you perfect. You always worth it, and you deserve it. The way you work it, boy, you earn it. Yeah, boy, you earn it. Yeah, on the lonely nights, we said we'll be loved, but we felt the rush. It made us believe it was on the eye. Believe we were broken inside. Yeah, inside. Yeah, boy, you perfect. You always worked it, and you deserve it. The way you work it, boy, you my Lord, boy, you deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve it.
That last part of the song made me feel like I was in church.
You deserve it.
I'm happy that you finally got the chance to cross whatever I was stopping you there, and you ended the song. Um, I admire your courage, and I want to tell you to keep doing that, you know. But my next few lines is just, I don't know if I really need to judge. You did wrongs everywhere they're not supposed to be, but then didn't do it where they're supposed to be.
Now,
Yeah.
oh boy.
You didn't take it seriously, and I feel if you had a more competitive
Exactly.
person, they were going to win.
Ditto.
You.
Exactly.
Ditto.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You speak for all of us when you
Yes,
say that.
I'm speaking again. But I was too small.
You didn't even hit the note.
Exactly.
You just bypass all those notes.
Exactly.
And if on a scale of maybe 0 to 10, I would have given you 3. Honestly. You didn't really sing the song, bro. This is a song. This is a classic song. I know you didn't take it seriously because of your competitor, but you didn't sing this song. Everywhere the runs were supposed to be, you bypassed them. And then everywhere they're not supposed to be, you just came out with your own thing. Which, of course, for me, ruined the song for me. But as it goes, you know, the both of you, I think you won the competition.
Yeah. So it was too easy for you. You acted like, yes, this is so easy. I don't need to stress. I don't need to sing, you know, and it actually showed. So I don't know. Maybe.
Sorry, man. Stay hard.
At the result,
Stay
bro.
hard. Stay hard. Splash. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for it's a bold thing to do. It's very courageous. You know that you get evicted. It takes a while, and then you come back, right? I respect that. I salute that. You were challenging this man for his seat. Yeah. Did you feel like you did that? Or right now, do you feel like you did that? You put up a challenge for his seat. To a certain extent, you feel like that? Okay, that's cool. We told you, first of all, let me just set the record straight. We never should have given you another chance. Because you don't get, what is it saying? A second chance to show a first impression, right? You never should have gotten a second chance. So we did that against everybody. We just gave you that. We gave you 3 shots. And I personally still feel like you did. You sang the song the second time. But
The third time.
The third time. But you didn't do much. You didn't do a lot in the song. You sang the song straight. Like maybe you were doing an audition and you needed to cross, you know. Your voice, you have a good voice, right? I still feel like you need to know what to do with your voice. Your pitch inflection, you know, we have issues. Where the song should have gotten soft, you were loud. And where it should have been loud, you were loud. So it was loud the whole time. It wasn't really dynamic. You know, you have a little bit of timing issues. And then the texture of your voice today was a bit raw for me, right? But away from that, you know, I'm glad that you came and you did what you had to do. Bob T, like he said, I really feel like if you had a Yoti coming back to come for your spot, you never would have. If you had anybody seated there coming back to gun for your spot, you never would have done what you did today. You came casual, you know. It was very. The first challenge remains my favorite challenge of the night, by the way. You escaped the notes, like he said. I feel like there were some points that the lyrics were off. I was looking at this, you know, like
You forgot the
and
lyrics.
then you thought it. You decided to show off your saxophone skills. Okay.
Which wasn't needed.
Okay. All right. Immediately after that, your notes were off. Did you
You
sing
want-
after the saxophone?
You want to argue?
No. Hold on. Did you sing after the saxophone? Did you sing words? Yeah? Immediately after that, the notes were off. And so, for the sake of the challenge, you have an edge. But you didn't sing for me tonight. This wasn't one of your best performance. Yeah. You know, maybe you beating Leska. I had a low today, you know. But
So
yeah, go ahead, sir.
you know I want to believe, even if you had Yoti challenging you, this was gonna be your attitude. It's a traditional thing about this about Bob T. Even if we had Yoti, anybody in the world challenge the ball.
You know kind of there?
You can't.
Ain't care much.
I think for me personally, an advice to you is the mediocrity that you carry along with your talent is not. There's no chemistry. You need to work on it. It has to be a thing that you want to do. This thing, you love it, you're passionate about it, and you do it with all that you have. But if you carry along, because the thing is, it's not just here. After the icon, what's there for you? What happened to Bob T? What happened? You fade away. So the stage, yes, is yours, but then afterwards, what's happening? And that attitude you have that you carry along that I really don't care. So shout out to, I was totally against you coming back, even back and forth. But yes, you did what you had to do. Good, you struggled. But seriously, if you had another person of maybe your serious magnitude or singing wherever, you were gonna do the same thing, which is bad. I think you need to work on it. It has to come with that intention that I got this. I always say either eat or be eaten. And
Everybody cool, bro. Continue.
Huh?
Continue doing it. I could.
Yeah, cool, eh?
Cool, bro.
So you got two. You got cases that everything is good, and Italy is bad. Pick your pick. They can say.
Let me say something unconventional. Yeah. Sorry. I feel like, to a certain extent, the talents that we have in this country is not cherished by the country, and that type of environment makes talented people to be like what you're doing now. Singing is not going to carry me anywhere anyways. Don't let that happen to you, sir. I get it. We're all in this country. Casey is from this country. We're all here. It's crazy, I know, but don't let your singing die, because you're an amazing singer. The things that I know you can do, the things that I know you are capable of doing, don't play with it, please. Don't play with it.
I think you add some attitude to, serious attitude, not just, when I say serious, not to go okay anybody now. Yeah, just add that this effrontery that I got this to do this, right? But you're good.
So I go back to your seat.
Yeah.
Eileen, what's supposed to happen? The other person supposed to sing or
that
if any.
Yeah, right.
But
I want the two people to challenge each other. I just want people to challenge
the whole night.
I tell you, man.
Yeah, man.
We can do it and challenge.
Yeah, you sit on your seat. She sit on your seat.
Yeah.
Where is the host?
Time, yeah.
Eileen.
Where is the host?
I hope you get your phone behind there.
It's right in my hand.
Okay.
Okay. Y'all please put your hands together for the people who are challenging Jenna. Who won't challenge me?
Convenient and reliable mobile money app. With just a few easy clicks, you can make transactions right from your mobile phone. You can buy airtime, send and receive money locally, receive money from abroad, shop at your local supermarkets, or pay your hotel, restaurant, medical, utility, and other bills. Simply download the TipMe app from your Play Store or App Store. Sign up and you are ready to go. Go cashless with TipMe and keep your wallet safe.
This is my favorite spot. More chicken. The food is nice. It's finger licking. This is my favorite spot. More chicken. The food is nice. It's finger licking. I do anything for you, baby. Baby. Oh, baby.
after our part of the hanging hair process. Proud to say that. Firstly, please put your hands together for Mardea and Splash. It actually takes courage to be evicted and come back and put yourself into it. And also, please put your hands together for those they challenged. All right, so the decisions have been made. Please put your hands together for Mardea. Mardea will be taking the seat of Willie Hammond today.
You need to turn up. The music will share. Wait. No.
Okay. I can see you all are happy with that decision. But nevertheless, they all did well. Please put your hands together for Splash. She's not taking Bob T's place, but she did well. So please put your hands together for Bob T for maintaining his chair. By a very close one. At least we got to see his natural saxophone skills today. All right, thank you all. Please clap for our contestants. And the poetry and spoken word contestants, please come up here. Okay, these are our spoken word and poetry contestants, and the scores are as followed. First place with a score of 65.3 is contestant Dixie Sibo. In second place with a score of 58 is contestant Joyce Nimle. In third place with a score of 55.9 is contestant Dixon Yedam. Fourth place with a score of 55.7 is contestant Joshua T.G. Smith. And in fifth place with a score of 50.4 is contestant Christiana Oluking. Please put your hands together for our contestants. And remember to please keep the votes coming in through the Tip Me app to be able to push your contestants to the top of the chart. And also contestants, remember to put yourself into your performances so that your scores will also match with the votes. Thank you all for coming. This is the Icon 2.0. I am Ellen Reeves signing out. Thank you very much.
Rich man, before they go to me, I'll go wrong. I'm born again, never the same. Holy one, yes, we never change. The words are everlasting. Holy go fire, fire. I salute to ancients of days. You never let me down one day. I'm enjoying my heritage. Before they go to me, I'll go wrong. Challenge see me, I'll go wrong. But failure see me, I'll go bad. Cause I'm in pretty bad. Sickness go see me, I'll go wrong. But repulsor when I see my face so. Actor when I know my face so. Cause I'm in pretty bad. I'm from above and not beneath. I'm a victor, I never lose so. Take a very good at me. I'm walking wisdom every day. I see my blessings falling, change my money into dancing. I'm changing my level, you will never see me in the struggle. Before they go see me, I'll go wrong. Challenge see me, I'll go wrong. But failure see me, I'll go bad. Cause I'm in pretty bad. Sickness go see me, I'll go wrong. But repulsor when I see my face so. Actor when I know my face so. Cause I'm in pretty bad. Holy Ghost fire. Holy Ghost fire. Holy Ghost fire. Holy Ghost fire. Counting my blessings. Never move from behind. Holy Ghost fire. You don't know me.